Hi, how are you guys doing? I hope that, oh wow, I'm not going to even sit here and go through the formalities because, oh, I want to bring your attention to something or some things I don't think Black people in this country in particular are paying attention to, and we need to, okay? Um, we all witness bits and pieces, heard different stories, seen different renditions or whatever, video footage, and whatever about what happened at Washington, D.C., at the country's capital. Oh, and after being utterly astounded and amazed at the audacity, I don't even know what to call it, of some people. Now we're left in the aftermath of trying to understand what happened, who's behind it, was it staged, was it real? Wow. I'm going to talk to my people because I don't think that enough of us are talking to one another and just being real and blunt. Okay? My people, brothers, sisters, I know you think that I just do this for attention and I'm just trying to hear myself speak, watch myself record. I make my videos, especially the videos I've been making for the past few years, to inform you, hopefully to educate you. My people, do you understand what this week meant? Don't get me wrong. I love to laugh and joke and kick it. And some of the videos and memes and everything that I've seen, it's great content. It made for really great content, and they've been hilarious. I've not laughed as hard as I had laughed this week at some of the stuff that you guys have come up with to help us cope. Because we as a people, we've had to cope with a lot, haven't we? And it's been really funny. You guys are so awesomely creative and funny, humorous. Thank you, because you help us. Laughter does do us so good, like medicine. Thank you. But in all seriousness, my people, we have to really discern and understand what happened this week. Do you understand? And I'm just going to be blunt. If I offend you, I'm not going to even say I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Do you understand? All the people who support, this is not about Biden and Trump. I didn't participate in this election because this year, past 12 months or so, has been very eye-opening for me. I used to be the person that was, Black people got to vote because Black people died for your right to vote. And, I spent my teenage years, sorry, I got something in my eye. I spent my teenage years helping people to register to vote. And, like I said in my post on Facebook, my dad had me very involved in politics, campaigning. He's friends with the Morials and the Willets from New Orleans. I worked for a politician when I was in New Orleans, pre and post Katrina. Okay? When I moved here to Knoxville, I kind of was thrust into the political, if you would, scene after my run-in with the Knox County Sheriff's Department. It's been about 3 years ago now. And at one time, I was active in it. part of the Knoxville Democratic Progressive Party committee. Because I wanted to make a difference. I wanted my story of survival. I wanted to educate people. I also wanted to help people. I wanted to bring awareness to certain issues, stuff that I noticed being an outsider. Because sometimes it takes an outsider to see things that people who are from the area can't. And so I did at one point want to. I had a sincere, heartfelt desire to make a change. Not because I want to take attention and not because I think I'm better than anyone else or nothing like that. But you know, when you go through certain things, maybe for some people, you want to make a difference. You want to say, hey, how can I help somebody else out with sharing my story? And so that was my intention. But the past 12 months taught me a lot. My encounters with local politicians, local activists, and just what we've all seen and experienced these past 12 to 15 months in this country. I mean, it has just become apparent to me that the political system as we know it is a farce, it's a fallacy, it's ludicrous, and this whole election/selection process for the politicians who we think are going to make a change is a farce, because it's certain people, just a certain elect people with money that run this country. And they're the ones that create the chaos. They're the ones that say after they create the chaos, they come up with the solution and they plant their people who they want in office from the local level all the way up to Pennsylvania Avenue to promote and push forth their agenda. So my people, with all of that in mind, we have to understand. Okay, do you know what kind of precedent has been set this week? A precedent is an event that sets the tone for how those similar types of events are handled in the future. Do you understand what kind of precedent was set forth this week? Anytime certain people don't get what they want, they're going to defy law. They're going to defy authority. They're going to defy law enforcement. Come on, we sat here and we watched videos of law enforcement at the Capitol opening the doors and letting these terrorists into the Capitol of the United States of America like they were tourists. And they were tour guides. We sat here, all of us have sat here and watched it. Do you know what that means, Black people? That means that no matter what Black politician is in office, no matter what law is put into effect, no matter what bill is signed, the people that own, the people that sign the checks for the police that work at the Capitol, the same police that allowed them to usher them in, oh, this is our gondola to the Capitol. The terrorists. If they could do that to the United States of America police at the Capitol, what is that saying about police all over this country? State troopers, local police, sheriff's departments, local police departments. Certain people don't have to obey the law, and they won't be punished for it. They won't be disciplined for it. They won't go to jail for it. They won't get shot 7 times in the back in front of their children and paralyzed for it. They won't have a knee to their neck until they can't breathe and suffocate and die in front of the world for it? Huh? Do you understand what happened this week, Black people? You know what that means for us. No matter who is in office, whether it's local, whether it's state, whether it's national, they are being controlled. They may not have the intention of going into the office being controlled. They may have good intentions. I believe that most politicians that go into office have great intentions. They have a pure heart. They're like preachers. They're new preachers. They're like new preachers who are new into the ministry. They are on fire for the Lord, and they love the word of Yah. And they will do anything. Won't take nothing from my journey now. Made a vow to the Lord, and I won't take it back. Oh, those baby preachers are on fire, and they zealous, and they have all kind of zeal, but it ain't according to experience or knowledge. And once they get into the ministry and the ministerial alliances and the fellowships, and they see what goes on behind the scenes in ministry, and they see the evil and the corruption, and they go through a few things and experience some things, they realize how evil and wicked institutional ministry, I call it institutional ministry, is what I call preaching and ministry inside the four walls of the church, inside denominational religion. Once they get tired of institutional ministry, they burn out and they get done with it. It's not even, I don't even like to call it burnout. They just realize or recognize how ineffective and irrelevant it is. Because that's not real ministry anyway. The same way that preachers get tired of institutional ministry, politicians get corrupted and tired of institutional politics or pile of tricks. They see what goes on behind the scenes. They see who really holds the power. I know what they said when they took the oath and they put their hand on the Bible and they made all those wonderful speeches at the inaugurations and all of this and all of that. And they might have meant it. Like I said, most politicians mean well. Most of them. Some of them don't. Some of them they're in it for the recognition, for the money, for the power. They don't care. They could care less about the people. Some politicians do, but the system corrupts them. I've worked for great politicians, but the longer they stayed in it, the more corrupt they got. And it breaks my heart. I mean, I personally know of a politician who kind of turned bad. I still respect him. Because I remember what the dude he was. I remember the politician he was. I remember the man he was. I remember him being zealous, and I remember him wanting to change the world and wanting to do so much good. And he just turned bad. It happens. My people, we get too excited when we get somebody sitting at the table. We don't even realize the table is corrupt. We don't even realize the table is inside of a house that's on fire, or a tornado is about to hit it. We get excited about being at the table. We need to get off. We need to pull out our chair, put our finger up and say, excuse us. We got to be excused from this table. Can we go, please? I don't know what the answer is. But I do know politics ain't it. My people, we are too calm, and we too like, oh yeah, we got somebody in the White House who's going to be manipulated and controlled by the system, as she always has been for the past 20 years or so that she's been in politics. You think that she's going to change her spots because she's in in the White House? Even if she become the POTUS, she's still going to be manipulated and controlled. And I don't think she's going to put up a fight. Personally. That's just my personal opinion. When they come with her and say, well, we need you to do this and we need you to do that, but this is going to mean this and that for your people. Are you okay with this? They don't even give you that question, by the way. They don't ask you that. The powers that be expect those people they put in office to do exactly what they say. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, don't care, they don't matter. Black people, we need to start thinking about doing something. Not like they get mad, they want to overturn and do a coup. Because they scared, they think that that's what we about. We want to do that. But we've even shown, even with the development of a black militia, that we not as ignorant and barbaric as they are. Okay? We're not going to go and try to tear down the Capitol and do this and do that. We just want to be treated right and be fair. Be treated fairly. Pay us equally. Stop beating us up. Stop shooting us. Can we go jogging and exercising and get our vitamin D too without being racially profiled? Can you stop obsessing over our hair? Black people, do you know what this week meant? We cannot assimilate into this system and trust in this system anymore. Like I said, I don't know what the answer is, but I know that trusting in this system is not it. They've never been for us. They've never been for us. Never. And we need to start thinking about what we are going to do as a people. Let's not get comfortable in captivity. Let's not get so comfortable with the little trinkets that they offer us and give us. Okay, so we have a house and we got a car and we got a contract and we got a business and we're entrepreneurs. So what? Still captive. Ask Nick Cannon. Slave. Rich slaves. And you don't have no freedom to have your own opinion or your own beliefs. And the minute you express them, they take it all away. Slave. Colin Kaepernick. Slave. Kobe Bryant. Slave. Do y'all know what this week meant? Stop being so gullible. Don't trust these in the system. They're not for us. They're just not for us. I'm convinced of it. And if they can go into the Capitol and do what they did and the police will let them, we don't need to be getting too comfortable here. You hear me? And you are not inoculated because you got the cushy job or you live in the cushy neighborhood or you, no. Because they could take it away at any time. You hear what I said? It's time to think about where we're going to go and what we're going to do. Now, I'm going to let you go. Because I know it's a Friday night and y'all got things to do. I just want to put some stuff on your mind. All jokes aside, my people. I'm saying that from the heart and my soul. It's time to think about what we're going to do. For real, for real. Love y'all. Y'all have a great evening. Be safe.